Americans are truly spending lavishly. In fact, there are so many Americans that are living paycheck to paycheck. There's no way a lot of these developers are selling these houses. Developers are offering some of the juiciest incentives for people like you and me to go out there and buy a house from them. In fact, they're so desperate, there's even now a rise of mini homes and tiny luxury condos. And these are becoming more and more commonplace these days. If you check out this article by the Wall Street Journal, it says the rise of the forever renters. Americans would traditionally be homeowners. Well, now it's traditionally Americans will be renters, right? This is what's going on because homes are so freaking expensive. Look back 40, 50 years ago, buying a home was pretty cheap. I mean, if you had a job, or if your wife had a job or both of you, that'd be pretty great. Anyone could buy a house. It was pretty simple. It wasn't really expensive. You get a nice suburban house, maybe two. But now homes are just so incredibly pricey. I mean, just look at some of these home prices. It will shock you to the core. Like in major city, get anything decent. Like a 2-bed, 2-bath in the Los Angeles region, 1,500 square feet, we're looking at $800,000. And this building is already under contract. And if you want to buy a house like this, you should be making about like $300,000, $350,000 per year household income, which many people do not make, by the way. And if you want anything very good in big cities, well, you're going to be shelling out at least $1 to $3 million. And it's not just in places like LA, but even places like Austin, right? Where there is a ton of new construction, but nobody can afford these. And now they're cutting prices. I mean, if you want something like this, that's okay. You're still shelling out $350,000. You still need a 6-figure income for something like this. But most people don't make 6 figures. Most people make $50,000 and below. So this is what's happening here. And not to mention, Americans are so sick and tired, right? Americans know they can't buy a home. And Americans are just living paycheck to paycheck, and they're going crazy on the credit card spending. And I feel for you, right? I feel for these people because you can't buy a home that's so far-fetched from reality. You might as well just buy the things you like right now. Slap on the card. Now, if you go default, you go default. You don't really have any property. So this is what's going on. 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, which is an incredibly high amount because I remember a few years ago, it was only like 50%, and we're up like 12% now. Holiday spending, credit card debts rising, not a great sign at all. And especially now, banks are getting pretty scared. Banks are saying, oh crap, not that many people are buying homes. Banks are kind of scared that a lot of these commercial real estate buildings are super worthless. Like we're talking about, if you don't do a 50% discount, nobody's going to buy it. Like even very famous towers like the one in LA, the AON Center, this super tall skyscraper, I'm sure everyone who lives in California has probably seen it once, sold for a measly $145 million, a 50% discount from the 2014 price tag. Think about that. What about the buildings around it? They're equally as worthless. So this is what's happening here. Credit card balances are spiking to an all-time high. If you look at credit card balances, it's spiked to $1.08 trillion. And just a few months ago, there was articles coming out how we spiked up to $1 trillion. Well, now we're about to hit 1.1. I wouldn't really be surprised if by the end of the Christmas season, we hit $1.15 trillion. And this is just only going to get worse, guys, because we're spending like there's no tomorrow. We're buying a bunch of things every single day, and these credit card balances are through the roof. And Americans, they don't care, living paycheck to paycheck. I think a lot of this spending, this pushing for Americans to buy things, it's keeping a lot of Americans broke, which is causing the rise of forever renters. And what's going to happen to the real estate market when nobody's buying? It's eventually going to slowly die down. And many of these homes are already pre-built or already started building. They cannot be sold. There's just not that many buyers. In fact, there's so few buyers. Places like Austin, which is so popular with tech and Elon Musk and Tesla, they have actually shrank by 10 to 15% in terms of real estate price in just a matter of 12 months. That is an enormous, very volatile drop for something as stable as real estate. So thanks for watching, guys. Comment below, and before you guys leave, definitely check out the private Discord server, guys. Patreon link below for some amazing trades. We trade live every single day. We have video tutorials to help you, and we're actually winning. And I'm actually using some of these trades myself. And there's even a 7-day free trial on the Patreon link below. And after that's $20 a month. And plus, it's a free trial. Cancel anytime. See you guys later.